Right. So, vote, 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 vote. I don't know who said it, but I know the quote is, those who don't read are fundamentally the same as those who can't read. Those who don't vote are fundamentally the same as those who can't vote. So vote, vote, vote. Get out there and vote, because if you don't, you are helping the side you disagree with most. You are aiding them. It is so important to vote. It might feel like you're not contributing much, but you are. The reason democracy exists is to provide cover for the worst among us, to get away with things. That's why the Republican Party exists. They use the fact that, if they don't like what we're doing, they can always vote us out. So we have a mandate. We have a fundamental mandate to act as we do, because they have the option to reject it. So please get out there and vote. Vote, 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 vote. It's so important to this country and to your children, to the future of our species and the planet. There are evil men out there who are willing to say anything, to do anything, to lie to people who also feel that the only thing they care about is their own supremacy. And voting, you should not be afraid to only care about your own personal interests when you vote. That's not a bad thing necessarily. But when you are motivated to dismantle equal rights or rights from other people, that's when you are not the good guy. You're just not the good guy anymore. You never were the good guy. If that's your motivation, if your motivation is fear of someone whose only crime is being different, being born somewhere different, living a life that's different than you, you're not the good guy. You are, in fact, the bad guy. And the only thing that stops a bad guy is a good guy. I can't say that, because there can be two bad guys, and just one bad guy is slightly less bad than the main bad guy. What I'm saying is Republicans are evil. All of the voters are absolutely ignorant and completely devoid of rational thinking, and the Republicans need to be destroyed electorally, not violently. Violence isn't a good response for anything. The only reason violence is ever accepted is in self-defense. And while some might argue that this is a case where violence would be accepted as a form of self-defense, it just leads to us down a path where it's too harmful. It harms a lot of people. We are better than this. We've always been better than this, but we've never held ourselves accountable. And that's another thing with the Republican Party. No one ever holds them accountable to anything. They can lie, cheat, and steal, and as long as they're able to control the message, they look appealing to some people. And it's something I'll never understand, because they've always been liars as long as I've been alive. They've tried to justify torture during the Bush administration. They've defunded mental health care under the Reagan administration. They've decriminalized corruption by allowing the rich and corporations to donate as much money as they want to the candidates. So the candidates are beholden to them. is obscene what right-wing ideology has done to this country, and we're deteriorating because of it. The only way they allow it, they're allowed to get away with it, is if the rest of the world is afraid of this. Like, honestly, it's just a matter of, we're no longer the leaders in the world because we've surrendered any sort of legitimacy to the idea that the wealthy should control everything, and should have unlimited autonomy and the ability to do anything. We have two tiers of justice. And when a right-winger says that, they mean something completely different. When in reality, it's the rich who can literally kill people, get people killed. Their corporations have killed thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. Probably closer to millions of people in this country and across the world. And yet, the government is no longer equipped with the teeth to do anything about it. We are seeing unbelievable levels of consolidation among businesses buying up their competition and then controlling and cornering the markets in ways that are anti-competitive. And our government is doing very little. It's at the point where, as long as there's at least two, they view it as acceptable enough to not intervene. When in reality, two only makes it easier for them to control. That's what the Democratic Party and the Republican Party do. They're both right-wing. The Republicans are extreme fascist right-wing, and the Democrats are just slightly more centrist right. They're still both motivated by racism and hatred, and but the Democrats are but the Republicans are just obscenely evil. Like, they will gleefully accept the aid of the white supremacists and neo-Nazis in this country, and they don't even have to condemn them anymore. They're very fine people on both sides, or that they don't. And even when they do condemn it, you can tell it's completely contrived. They're being told to do it, and they don't full-throatedly believe what they're saying. So at the end of the day, vote, vote, vote. If you don't, you're only hurting the entire country. You really are, at the end of the day.